Here are 7 things you need to know before filing for divorce in Nigeria. Hi everyone, my name is Mary and thank you so much for tuning in. I am a practicing lawyer in Nigeria. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I share videos to educate the general public. The first thing you need to know before you file for divorce in Nigeria is that you cannot file for divorce when your marriage is not up to 2 years. That is as a general rule. There are exceptions to this general rule. That is, even if your marriage is not up to 2 years, probably your marriage is just 7 months and you want to file for divorce, you may still come to the court and explain to the court. An example is adultery. Another example is domestic violence. Another example is a situation whereby parties are having genotype that does not that is not compatible. So these are some of the reasons that the court may hear you even though your marriage is not up to 2 years. The second point is that you can only file for divorce when we talk about statutory marriage, that is what people call court marriage, only at the high court of any state in Nigeria. So you cannot file at the magistrate court, you cannot file at the customary court. So you also need to have that in mind. That is if you have what we call court marriage. But if you have what we call customary marriage, traditional marriage, where bride price was just being paid, then you can proceed to the customary court. But if you contracted a statutory marriage, you need to proceed to any high court in Nigeria. The third point is that the fact that parties are in the middle of a dissolution of marriage, that is divorce, does not mean that the children of the marriage will automatically be the mother. You need to prove to the court as the mother or as the father that you deserve custody of those children, and that way the court will make a verdict whether the father or the mother deserve the custody. Depend a lot of things will be put into consideration, and I made a video on that already. I'm going to drop the link in the description box. The point is that there is nothing in Nigeria like divorce papers. Probably we watch a lot of is in Nollywood now, that when people talk about, oh, sign these papers and let's just get done with this marriage. No, there is nothing like divorce papers in Nigeria. What we have is divorce petition. My fifth point is that divorce in Nigeria can take from 6 months to 2 years depending on the facts of your case. So it is possible for you to file and get it done within 6 months. It is possible for you to take a year. It is possible for you to take a year and 6 months or 2 years. So it all depends on your facts. So your lawyer needs to examine your facts and tell you what the duration will likely be. The sixth point is that for anyone, either the husband or the wife, to get a share from the matrimonial properties. Matrimonial properties are majorly properties that have been acquired, assets that have been acquired during the marriage. So for anyone to say that he or she deserves a part of that property, he or she must prove to the court that contribution he or she made while acquiring that thing. It could be financially, it could be emotionally, but oftentimes if it's financially, it has more weight. So the last but not the least is that the fact that parties are in the middle of a dissolution of marriage does not mean that they cannot reconcile. Even if judgment has been given dissolving the marriage, there is a period of 3 months for the judgment to now become absolute. So during that period is the window of time that parties can still reconcile and make things to work. Court is just going to set aside the judgment the court has made earlier because parties are willing to reconcile, and the courts, the lawyers, definitely everyone will just be happy about that decision. So understand that reconciliation is very possible at any time before the decree nisi becomes absolute. So decree nisi is the first order of the court after judgment has been given. So between that period, that will be a window of 3 months, that's like about 90 days. Between that period, you can reconcile with your partner before, even if it's just a day before the 90th day. It is possible for reconciliation, but that reconciliation has to be something that you both must be on the same page, that yes, you're willing to resolve the differences, not just one person just speaking about it or taking that decision. So that is all I have for you in this video. If you have any question, please do wait to drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.